Hi, my name is James Cooper, and I'm interested in the implementation specialist role with Toolio. So I want to tell you a little bit about why I think I would be a good fit for that role based on my past experience and why I'm excited about Toolio as a company and how I think I might fit in. Most of my experience in tech has been with small to mid-sized startups, helping customers optimize otherwise inefficient industries. So I've worked in electronic medical records, e-commerce, and in title and escrow software management with Qualia. And all of those industries are immensely complex, and there's a lot of room for business owners to improve their processes, improve their efficiencies, and really drive value by optimizing their workflows. And over the years, I've worked in a variety of roles at those companies, starting out in sales with some of them, but ultimately ending up in that post-sales role or that implementation, onboarding, training, those sorts of things. And I think that's because I really excel at creating relationships with those customers, solidifying those sales, understanding what they purchased for, what they need, and more importantly, understanding their processes and translating those processes into a new tool or into a new environment, and then helping to translate that new tool or that new environment back to them. So I think the role that I see here that's from implementation on the Toolio site, the implementation specialist role would be a good fit for the skills that I have and this experience that I've done there. Most recently, I was with Qualia, which was a title and escrow management software. And that's an industry that was very paper oriented, very back and forth. They were doing things in a very antiquated way. And our system really optimized that, gave them reporting, gave them real time document generation. It gave them a lot of optimization that streamlined that process, but also did so in a secure way. So I needed to understand both the security aspects of that and the process aspects of that with many different parties involved and varying from state to state and need to need. The role that is most like Toolio, I think, though, was my time in e-commerce when I worked with Stamps.com. And I worked with Stamps.com at a couple of different brands, including ShipStation and Indicia. And I was a field sales rep for Stamps. In all of those roles, we were integrating order management from a lot of different places, especially online tools. So orders coming from Amazon, coming from their personal websites, coming from third-party sellers, all of those coming into one place. And we were helping to optimize their shipping. So they were shipping with USPS, with FedEx, with UPS, all of those in one place, and with varying pricing and varying products, lots of different SKUs coming in there. And it was necessary to use a tool to help bring that all together. So not only did I help sell that tool, but I helped implement that tool and train people on how to use it. And a big part of that was back-end reporting, understanding what was going on in their industries, what was going on in their specific warehouses sometimes, with specific teams or even specific products. And being able to drill down and really talk to that with those customers was something that I became good at and I learned to excel at and actually enjoyed. Really enjoy being customer facing, enjoy working directly with those customers and those business owners to help their business succeed. In all of these roles, though, I've worked with people from C-level executives all the way down to those end users, doing trainings and strategic implementations, coming up with plans for multi-location businesses and multi-level businesses, folks that are doing a lot of different sort of things. And I know that's a lot of fluff and a lot of things there. And it sounds like my background is a bit varied, but I've got a proven record of learning quickly and advancing fast at both my first job with Kinzer, which was an electronic medical record, then moving into e-commerce with stamps.com, and then ultimately with the title and management software with Qualia. I entered most of those with not a ton of knowledge of those industries, but knowledge of software, of processes, of how to connect with people, and how to translate those things. And I learned very quickly and became a subject matter expert at almost all of those roles. You'll see my resume reads that way. I come in and at a pretty basic level as either a sales rep or a support role or something like that. And those organizations identified very quickly that I was someone they could put in front of people, someone that could represent the company, and someone that could help their customers feel more comfortable. So I think that's the same sort of thing that I would bring to Toolio, and the thing that would make me a good fit for the role as implementation specialist. What I like about Toolio, though, is that it resembles a lot of those companies that I worked at, being that it is a newer company, relatively so, that you are working to solve problems on a daily basis, that there's a lot of opportunity for sharing, a lot of opportunity to grow. Really, I saw on the website there, it said a can-do attitude. I like working at places where nobody says that's not my job. Places where everybody's trying to fix the same thing. They're all working toward the same goal, and that is customer success. And I like the flexibility that Toolio offers. They seem to understand work-life balance, and that you get the most out of your people when they're also able to be the best people that they are. So that's what drew me to you guys. I found the website on my own and found the position on my own. I was looking for tech solutions. I've worked always with systems of record and solutions that are trying to take industries that have been inefficient and make them more efficient. That's what I've done in the past. Being here in Austin, I live in Austin, Texas. I've worked mostly with startups that are disruptors in that sort of way, but not disrupting in that they're trying to change everything, but in that they're trying to bring more value to their customers, to allow their customers to focus on what they do well, and to create solutions that help streamline things. So again, very interested in the job. Would love an opportunity to talk with you guys about it. Like I said, I'm very interested in customer facing roles. I'm really good with those post-sales roles, and Toolio seems like a good fit for me. So would love some time. Thank you for taking time to watch this and for looking at my resume, and I look forward to talking to you soon.